Okay, so I am sick of movies having tits in them, and because they have tits in them, they're popular. For example, Project X. No storyline to it, everyone just goes and sees the tits. Like, all the nerds, they just go there and be like, 10 star, best movie ever, had some tit in it, man. Yeah, that's it. No storyline. I didn't enjoy that movie, I hated that movie. There's nothing to it, it's just a crazy 17th birthday party with some tits, basically. And drinking. A lot of drinking. So let me just get this straight, guys. I'm not gay. I'm like straight as. Well, maybe a little gay, because we're all a little gay, aren't we? I suppose. But basically, it had no storyline to it, and if you don't know what Project X is, it's a movie about a 17th birthday party and tits. That's it. I know you're like, oh, tits, oh yeah, cool. But honestly, it's the biggest waste of time. And the whole movie is just like one party that gets out of control, and I'm kind of making it sound good here, but it's not. Trust me, don't go see it. It's like a guy who can go for any chick at the party because everyone's like taking ecstasy and doing drugs, and then fucking he hooks up with this chick that's chest is like flat, but he does get some better chest later in the movie, but then he goes back to the flat chested bitch, so don't ever watch that movie. Okay, so once you think the movie's bad enough and it has no storyline, and you're getting bored of the partying and taking drugs and then drinking, and then some old guy across the street, or some middle-aged guy across the street complaining and calling the cops and stuff like that, then they realize that the audience gets bored and they're like, oh, I know, a guy with a flamethrower will come out and start torching the street. Yes, a guy with a flamethrower turns up and starts setting fire to like every house in the street. And it's just like, oh, well, if you weren't interested in drinking and drugs and tits, then you're probably going to be interested in a flamethrower. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. So that is not interesting at all. That's just something they threw in there that really wasn't necessary. And then after that, they have him on the news and stuff like that. And him assessing all of the damage from like what happened at the party, and his dad's like not even mad because his dad's like, oh yeah, sick party, eh? Because he thought his son was a loser. Nah, the shittest movie ever. Honestly, guys, don't ever go see it, and if you do, make sure it's pirated. I swear, it's the biggest waste of time. Actually, don't even waste your download on that. It is the worst movie of the century. I swear. Well, there's probably some worse films like Two Girls, One Cup, but that brings me to another point. If you want to see some tit, go watch some porn, man. Seriously, just go do that. You will save yourself 4 GB of download if it's high quality, and probably about an hour, maybe. That's probably it. Another thing I don't get is that chicks go see it. I mean, they're not interested in the tits, are they? So obviously, what are they gonna go see? Well, maybe they are. They're just like secretly lesbian and just like go up the back of the theater and start, you know what I mean, yeah. But that's kind of weird because it'll be so awkward in front of so many people unless they like have no shame and they're like bogan, I guess. And another big no-no is don't go watch it with your parents. Honestly, if you go watch it with your parents, it's like death. I mean, if you'd be like, oh yeah, you'd see some tits and be like, oh, yuck, and your dad would probably be sitting there like, yeah. But no, that's not gonna happen. Imagine how freaky that would be. How freaky would that be? Honestly, it's the worst thing ever. I mean, back to like, if you're a girl and you went and saw it, like, what were you interested in? If you saw it like at all, just leave a comment. And what was your favorite part of the movie? Why did you like it? Like, if you did like it, which is pretty much impossible, and I can't see why anyone would ever like that movie. Like, me personally, I like to go see movies that are alright. I mean, like John Carter, piece of shit. Project X, piece of shit. I mean, they're all pretty dodgy movies. I mean, at least they try, but honestly, it's so dodgy. Okay, guys, I'll wrap it up here. Sorry for the Nuketown gameplay. It will be on a different map next time. If you enjoyed, like and share. As always, goodbye.